Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made. Coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Direct snap, finding open areas. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground? That is a ball.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on third down. Dropping back, it's Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. Under fire. Throwing right. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket breaking down. Got it. They will score. Touchdown time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Reed. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down play from the gun. Quickly to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. We've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now the pitch. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback
We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Bussey. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right on the money. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Russell. They've got the screen set up. It's a seam wide open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run it with the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies. taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Texas A&M 7, LSU 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Returner brings it out to the 15.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go with the direct snap. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Quickly out to the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aggies really able to gig him that time on the option run.
And this is a proud fan base, and they want to see offense. They want to see fun, high-flying offense, and they want to see a guy at the quarterback position that can absolutely make plays.
There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps swinging it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. LSU quick to the line. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looking for a push on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He'll start this drive firing. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 4th down, and the clock keeps dwindling away, and they'll try to get the snap off quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU right back to the line. On the move, it's Jackson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The throw to the outside is complete. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
And back to the air on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Looking for room at the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Third and short now from their own 48. Motion from the back. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 47-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Texas A&M, 14.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Going right to work up top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense right now